What's going on, y'all? Y'all tuned into Exposure. I be your boy, the Global Zoe, and I'm with the gang.
Eric Biddines.
Drego Mill.
And today's show is sponsored by the official drink of choice, Bel Air and Vion. And we got the one and only, our special invited guest, Yung L.A. in the building.
Yes, sirski.
What's going on, my G?
Man, it's all love, man. High vibrations, man. I'm out here with the guys of Exposure, man.
Yes, sir.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Heard a lot about you guys in the community. Just, you know, me being in the community, you know, here for working endeavors. And, you know, when you come to work, you know what I'm saying? I feel like with what I do, I can't even work until, like, I go to a barbershop.
Yeah.
I gotta eat at a restaurant around the way. I gotta at least hug a baby or meet an auntie. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
Why am I rapping in the city if I ain't embrace the culture or if I ain't embrace the community? I don't even feel right even dropping I don't want to say a lyric in that city because I haven't embedded it. So you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know, it just hit different, B. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
It's all about exposure. You need the exposure. You gotta touch the streets. You need that street credibility. You need that promotion. And that's what exposure provides for the people.
$1 million that makes him sign out here at MIA, grinding like I always do. You watching Exposure.
Getting hit in the head with that exposure. You know what it is, them down dogs, Raylo, #1 DJs, #1 promoters for show from Palm Beach. It's exposed. It's wide open now.
Y'all check it out, you know what I'm saying? Keep it locked all over Florida.
And you are watching Exposure.
Well, you're looking good.
Hey, man.
And you're moving in the city, man. And people talking. He
Same
over
to you.
here, he over there.
Right.
We see you in the studio. It look like you from Palm Beach at this point.
Hey, man. One thing about them infinity links,
Yeah.
you can't replace them. You know what I'm saying? That's why they so precious. You know what I'm saying? Just being able to be humble, being able to be approachable, just, you know, different kind of mannerisms, and you know what I'm saying, as a man, you know what I'm saying, and just aura that you know, you able to meet people. You know what I'm saying? When you approach it, you know, these things are, you know how it go. And it's like I met Sean and he the first one brought me to West Palm. You know what I'm saying? And this was like in the pandemic, which was probably like 2020. So,
Okay.
you know, everything we did at that time, it wasn't televised. You know, it wasn't really seen. But, you know, we planted them seeds. You know what I'm saying?
No, right.
We watered that grass. We planted them seeds. You know what I'm saying? And we came back 4 years later to the same thing in that same relationship. Genuine is love. You know what I'm saying? He like for real, it's like my brother. You know what I'm saying? Love him like an uncle. You know what I'm saying?
Got to.
I did this him calling right now. How is running? Hold on,
Yes,
let me
sir.
say. All right, cool. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Infinity links. I believe in relationships, bro.
No, that's big. That's definitely something that I've been rocking with since high school. You know what I'm saying? We got 2 decades in it, man. And he's solid, and he's one of them people that connect folks all the time, and it's genuine. You know what I'm saying? He want to see folks win. And that's gonna be shown for life, man. That's my dog too. My dog too.
So what he told me about you, King, he said that's my first real friend.
Wow.
That's exactly how he said it. I'm telling you the exact 3 words.
Yeah.
That's my first friend.
Wow.
So I mean, you know, it speaks highly on what I was just saying. So that's dope.
Appreciate it, man. That's my boy there. Man, let's kick off into it, bro. What got you into music, man? How you got started?
I mean, I'm a fan of music. I think for real, my first influence to music, as a kid, being young, I say, okay, you went to church, you know what I'm saying? You seen like you always had a cousin who can sing good, or Lil Britney or Eric Jr., you know what I'm saying? They in the choir, you know what I'm saying? You learning rhythms, and you know it's a kind of like a subliminal thing, you know what I'm saying? Even then, you know what I'm saying? You liking music, you learning note melody, because you know your cousin come home after church singing, talking about, cuz, listen to this, you know what I'm saying? Listen, you know how. But my Auntie Joe was my first taste of hip hop, you know what I'm saying? My Auntie Joe and the Savage, you know what I'm saying? They was like, they had a group, her and my Auntie Shorty.
Okay.
Shorty wasn't my auntie, but I called her my auntie because she was so close to my Auntie Joe, they called each other sisters.
Yeah.
And they was like a hip hop group, you know what I'm saying? My Auntie Joe, them, they from Long Island, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of my big part of my family, like I got, the biggest part of my family is in Long Island, New York, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And my mom, she was born in Georgia, you know what I'm saying? Born down here. No, I'm sorry, excuse me. Sorry, mama. I told that lie. My mama was born in Long Island, New York. Okay. And then, you know, her and my grandma and stuff, they migrated down here to Georgia, you know what I'm saying? And we had members that was here already that had migrated from New York, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we migrated down here and stuff like that. And so my auntie was more on the reggae. She loved like island music, Jamaican tones. She the first person that introduced me to artists like Buju Banton and used to see all these people, you know what I'm saying, like Elephant Man back then doing the battles on stage, they were battling each other, stuff like that. So that was like my auntie introduced me to that. So that was her preference of music. Okay. But they had a hip hop group and they was 2 girls, her and Shorty. And basically that's why I first seen hip hop at. They had a commercial for Greg Street and it played on every time Greg Street came on at 6 o'clock. If y'all know Atlanta music, Greg Street. 6 o'clock. Yeah, yeah, bro. So they jumped with like, it's 6 o'clock, it's 6 o'clock, it's time for Street to rock. It's 6 o'clock, it's 6 o'clock, it's time for Street to rock. And then Shorty will come through like my Auntie Joe and they like busting through the line like Emmitt Smith, you know what I'm saying? And that's how they said it was like on some hip hop, you know what I'm saying? That was one of her bars, like busting through the line. And it was like, that's how I fell in love with hip hop through my Auntie Joe. Like shout out to my Auntie Joe. She wrote my first rap, you know what I'm saying, ever.
Nice.
Yeah. So then you got into music and you from zone 3? Is it zone 3?
Yeah, well, like really the origin of my family, they from zone 6.
Zone 6, okay. They
from East Lake Meadows on Glenwood Avenue, you know what I'm saying? That's where this hard head tattoo on my hands come in. Let me get right, y'all. Yeah, but we definitely in the building. This hard head tattoo is like across my hand. Yeah. Hard head is for East Lake hard head. So basically they was in zone 6. Then my cousin migrated from East Lake Meadows projects to Thomasville Heights projects. Yes, sir. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Well, when I jumped off the porch at 14 years old, 15 years old, just, you know, running the streets, I went to my cousin Amy's house because that's why we used to be in East Lake. But now we not in East Lake no more. We in Thomasville Heights. Yeah. So I'm from Thomasville Heights. I don't claim East Lake Meadows because I didn't do no dirt in East Lake Meadows. Gotcha. I ain't learned no, you know what I'm saying? I watched my cousins, you know what I'm saying? I was watching Joseph, Troy, Jason in the streets, you know what I'm saying? Gotcha. That's who turned me out with, you know, just seeing street life at a very young age, you know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. But I jumped off the porch in Thomasville Heights community, you know what I'm saying? I sold my first nickel bag, I sold my first X pill, I did everything first, like, you know what I'm saying? I made my first child, you know what I'm saying, in Thomasville. Yeah. So all my life experiences as a young adolescent and, you know what I'm saying, young adult came from Thomasville Heights Project.
So that deal, so you getting signed, can we say it was safe to take you out the streets? Like when you did get on, did that kind of help alleviate?
Nah, not really, because like at the height of my career, I was known just through all the projects in Atlanta. Like we got this thing called Atlanta Housing Authority, which y'all probably got down here. You know the Housing Authority is just projects in every state. Right. So I knew people in Inglewood, I knew people in Lila Valley projects, I knew people in Summer Hill projects, I knew people all through the Zone 3 Southeast area because you know people who come, you know how that go. Yes, sir. We project niggas know project niggas, you know what I'm saying? Yes, so a lot of people knew you, whether you knew me from walking to Inglewood, you know what I'm saying, young kid, probably straight out the gate, you feel me? And I'm walking to Inglewood, I'm probably going to meet a fly girl or something. I'm you know what I'm saying? I'm going to Lila Valley, buy me a 3 for $5 on the weed, you know what I'm saying? Get me something, going back to the apartment doing young boy stuff, you know what I'm saying? I did all this in Zone 3. And so people knew me everywhere. So once I started pushing out and really rapping at the open mic events and all the local clubs, it was like I already had a familiarity and I was already like a neighborhood superstar who was already known by all my peers, you feel me?
Yes, sir. So
and
go ahead.
Was it I believe I read this in a interview somewhere where Drego had heard of you. Yeah. And he basically connected some other dots for you because you was doing your thing, but he also wanted to get you out of the streets.
For sure.
That was I heard that in an interview or somewhere, like a lone, like around the beginning of it when it was first popping off.
For sure.
So you had to be out there really moving for him to say it like that. Like he got this music going on. We got to get Bri out the streets. His music moving, and hey, that's extending the hand to somebody who out there that you want to make sure do good.
Man, for sure, bro. For sure.
Yeah. I thought that was beautiful.
I like y'all look out for y'all own. It feel like Atlanta. Yeah. Like y'all definitely when you see somebody, it's like, hey, no, come this way. You know what I'm saying? I heard the same thing with Lil Baby, for example. Young Thug. It's like very similar stories of y'all grinding y'all story.
But I also don't know if it was other things moving as well, because that's the side of the I guess the story you get through the media
Through the
and
media.
the PR.
Yeah, the media.
Then you
PR
later
story.
find out it be bidding wars and all type of situations. You find out it was artists. I just found out T.I. said this. He said, "Oh, Joe was on the radio before me," and I was like, "Man, Atlanta different."
Yep.
To where it can be like that, where you thinking this the person, and then they find out they got a whole 2 other generations we never heard about that was already even moving before them. So now you catching, like you doing a little boomerang.
Yeah,
You grabbing a person back like, ooh, I remember when he had it before me.
Yeah.
Now I got it. Oh, let me come back and snatch him and just call it the fishing pole. Got your back.
Right.
Yeah, that was dope.
Man, you know what I want to say about that? That's like in the soil of Atlanta. What you said, that chemistry, how you, it's like I see somebody. It's like you said it in a Thug story. You said it me with Young Drego. You said it. It's like almost that stuff. You seen it with Gucci and Waka. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying in the beginning, those first spark of those chemistries. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you see that a lot. And I just think it's in the soil of the culture. You know what I'm saying? They say Southern hospitality.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We always heard that.
Right.
Then you heard Outkast come out and say Southern playalistic Cadillac funky music. You know what I'm saying? And they was doing it, you know what I'm saying, our forefathers, they was doing it on the sides of, you had Goody Mob collaborating with Outkast, you had everybody from the Dungeon Crew, different artists, you know what I'm saying, Backbone, and you know what I'm saying, all those guys, you know what I'm saying, even the Killer Mikes and the Bone Crushers, they all collab with each other.
Yes, sir.
So I think this something that just the rap game, the rap gods, you know what I'm saying, who look down on the city, is just something that's just in their soul. Because it's been going on before me, you know what I'm saying, and it's not stopping. It seems like it's just a continuing cycle. So thank the rap guys for that, you know what I'm saying?
Nice.
No, that's what's up. That's what's up. So how can you tell us the story of how you got signed to Grand Hustle? We know about Dro, but how did it come about, the getting the deal, getting signed? How did you feel and how did it come about?
All right, so with that situation, it was more on, my first professional act was Zaytoven.
Okay.
So you see what I'm saying? It get deep, you know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
that-
Okay,
I
yeah,
been
yeah.
him.
See, I say that's
I'm
another
really
part
him.
of the
I been-
story,
that's
like
why-
you didn't know that.
You know, I been him, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
And really
right.
him, and just, you know, just thinking, you know what I'm saying, just I got the opportunity to be able to sit here with some likely minds and some kings just like me and be able to share it, you know what I'm saying, and give it from the authentic fabric, the genuine fabric, and the real fabric. Because they say, hey, if you don't hear from the horse's mouth, then what? You know what I'm
Yeah, it
saying?
don't matter.
I mean, you know, we know how it go, but definitely, like I say, with that whole situation, I had already began to work professionally on the side of Zaytoven, and just going through open mics, like I was telling you, going through to Hole in the Wall clubs, being popular just on the low budget local scene. You know what I'm saying? Then I did one open mic. Gucci Man was in there that night. That's when SYS was going on. Sign Yourself. He had the Black Tea record all the way back then when Gucci had the Black Tea. You know what I'm saying?
that's way
One of
back.
the hottest songs in the streets at that time, and they had performed that night. And my Uncle Stink, Michael Mack, I love you, brother. I made my first $1,000 with you. I scalped tickets, you know what I'm saying, to the Falcons game. I know I'm not telling on myself or nothing, but sometimes it be crazy and you got to do what you got to do when you're in the projects, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I made my first real $1,000 selling Falcons tickets, so I'm a real Atlanta baby. Don't play with me at all, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But just going back to it, I performed that same night with Gucci was in there and Zay just happened to be in there. But Zay and Gucci was already, you know, locked in.
Right.
Like when you mentioned Zay and Gucci at that time, like we looked at dope, like they was famous to us. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and these were still guys that even though they was famous to us, you can see them in these hole in the wall clubs. I'm talking about clubs where you got to take your gun in there. Like I'm talking about clubs where like if this project in there, that project in there. You got Thomasville, Lila Valley, Summer Hill. Every crew got a pistol. All the guns in the club.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. These kind of venues, you seen a Zay and a Gucci Man. You know what I'm saying? I broke in those kind of venues. I didn't break in pretty clubs. I broke where it was dangerous at.
Dang.
Like you knew it was a chance when you went to that club, some shit was gonna pop out.
Wow.
Damn.
Those the kind of clubs I went to. You know what I'm saying? And I seen Zay at a club called the Libra, which was on Moreland Avenue. Probably only a couple 100 feet, probably about half a football field from Thomasville Heights project. So we come out the back of the projects, we come through the cut, and we come out in front of the Yellowstone. But when we come out, we on the main road, which is Moreland Avenue. We just walk up past Fox and Lady, the strip club, and we walk to the club. So basically, that was our club.
Yeah.
Like if we wanted something, like if it was like that, nigga, we'll walk out. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, we'll load up and come out the cut. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that was our home. Just saying we was in our backyard playing around. And when I was in my backyard playing around, I ran into Zay and Gucci. And the rest was history since that day.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Hey, so you songwrite? You write songs too, right?
Yeah, I write
songs. Can you name a couple of people that you wrote some songs for? Or?
I wrote on the long side of Dej Loaf recently.
Okay.
Just in the studio with her, just chopping down ideas and putting together vibes and chemistry. Me, her, and Zaytoven.
Okay.
Shout out to her new group. My cousins. She got a new little group coming out the D. Okay. They got a lot of talent. I wrote in the sessions with RCA A&R, Keith Thomas. Wrote some big different kind of records, you know what I'm saying? I also had some shots and jabs at some stuff for Usher through Zaytoven. Also had a chance to write for Chanel, who was once with Young Money. But so that's just to name a few. Chanel, like I say, was with Young Money. It's another very beautiful talent out of Atlanta. She's in the R&B. Her name is Tiffany Blue. Yeah. Kalina, probably one of the best writers that I ever had a chance to work on the side of. I mean, phenomenal. Nice. You know what I'm saying? It blew my mind too, because at that time, I had watched that. I had seen that, before I had even got into what I'm doing. I had seen Dirty Money, The Last Train from Paris, and what they did on that run, you know what I'm saying, with Kalina, you know what I'm saying? And Dirty Money, and just to have a chance to be in the room with her and see the power she possesses and her creativity, how she comes across. She's one of the most, I believe, underrated and just celebrated at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Right. She's dope. So that's probably. But I can name a lot. You know what I'm saying? I've been in a lot of rooms. I got features with anybody from. I mean, for me, one of my hang my hat on features would be Cameron, and only saying because I was a fan of Paid in Full and I'm a fan of Dipset. I grew up on Dipset. You know what I'm saying? So for me, growing up on Dipset, it just hit different. So it's like like Cam is like one of my favorite features. Then he brought Vado with him. So now I got a song with Cam and Vado. But I grew up on Dipset. One of my biggest features, like I say, Let's Go to Bun B. If I had to name somebody, like that was he rapped with Chad, you know what I'm saying? R.I.P. Pimp, you know what I'm saying? Right. So for me, little old me to have a Bun B feature, that's deep. I got a BG feature. I got a Yo Gotti feature.
OGs.
I got a Almost Coming Home.
Yeah.
I got a Starlito feature.
Okay.
I got a Lil Durk feature. I got several Young Thug features. I got several Gucci Man features.
Yeah.
The list goes on, you know what I'm saying? Just to name a few, you know what I mean? So it is, I'm happy to be here. I'm happy, bro. I'm in a great space. I'm in a creative bag, creative body. When you just came to the studio, I was working on an album then. I'm trying to get back to the studio so I can finish my album, B.
Nice.
You and it's probably a question you got, but you excited to do it independently, or is it something you want to shop and get things going?
I never knew that, you sometimes, and it's not for us to see. You know what I'm saying? That's the beautiful thing of life. You got to live and just thank God that you're still here to be able to just take it all in. Because, I mean, I'm at one of the best positions I could ever be in my life. Like, you talk about a major box office name. Like, I done did it on side all the majors. You talk about Ain't Not being 6 times platinum and counting. You talk about Futuristic Love and platinum status and counting. And you talk about charting billboards, top 40 over twice. You know what I'm saying? Touching the billboard 3 times. I never dropped the album. I did this all off Star Power and singles. Yeah. So now I'm coming back and I'm doing what I'm doing now. And everything is personal. Like, independent is like, when I go do my runs now, like my last run I did a New York press run, I met everybody myself. The management didn't meet nobody. The label didn't meet nobody. The people got to really see who Leland Austin was truly, who he truly was, and the essence and the genuineness and just the authenticity, the officialness of Leland. You know what I'm saying? So if I had to say, it'll be independent. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, if I want to drop tonight and then if I want to wake up in the morning and drop again, can nobody tell me I can't do that? Right. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I took the reins of my shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, I load my YouTube channel. I watch my YouTube portal. I own my Apple Music. I own my Spotify. I own all my masters now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, everybody know my name all over the world. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nowhere I can't go in the United States and say, hey, this Young L.A. Ain't I? What's popping? You feel me? So, I mean, independent for surely.
On your own record label.
Respectfully. You
Got your own record label too, ain't it?
I got Crush the Block, which is an imprint, and I'm building it up, you know what I'm saying, through like talent like my little cousin Kiki, and through talent like Big Tay Man, one of the new hottest rising young cats coming out of Atlanta. My little cousin Coco, you know what I'm saying, Coco and Kiki, those my two blood cousins. They girl artists, they females, but they crazy with it. They got the same pizzazz, aura, and mannerism I got in a girl body, you know what I'm saying? So don't even play with them at all, you know what I'm saying? They bloodline, so I'm just building it up like that. I got engineers I'm working with. I got a couple producers. I'm always giving producer shots because every city I'm in, I'm looking to work, build with producers. So I don't be on no rapper shit, no funny style shit, on some shit like, oh, who you work with? Oh, what your credentials is? Yeah. If you can play ball and shoot free throws, B, then you can just shoot a free throw. And if you can shoot a free throw, you can stand next to me, B. You feel me? I'm not into the, oh, this nigga had to do it, B, for him and gotta work. I don't do the gay shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Yeah. Excuse my lingo. Might have to clean that up. No, you good. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just what it is. Like, I play the game. And so, if you could play the game, you could play the game, dog. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm not biased on that. If I walk in the room and everybody can shoot my jumper, then guess what? You seen me work, you know what I'm saying? Then we gonna move the room. You feel me?
Yes, sir. And N.I. was N.I. is a big record, you know what I'm saying? You got T.I., you got Young Dro. Did you ever feel pressure to try to create another hit like that? Or you just genuinely, when I'm in the studio, you rocking out?
I didn't really try to create, ain't I? You know what I'm saying? So it's always a feeling for me. If I can't have fun in the studio, then I can't even make the music.
Amen.
So I'm not coming in there with my face frowned up, talking about what the nigga just did to me or the op over there, or I can't make music in it. I gotta be happy, so it gotta be a joyful, cheerful vibe, you know what I'm saying? The energy level gotta be exuberant, you know what I'm saying? I never try to make the hit. I just go in there and I just ascend, you know what I'm saying, through the music, you know what I'm saying?
Dang, no, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Futuristic Love was another big record. You talk about that. How did that
Rico Barrino, Fantasia brother, baby. Yeah, American Idol brother, man. You know what I'm saying?
But you know one thing I noticed is I was listening to the records, like I think you were already outside the box with your style, and it wasn't like a whisper, but it was a different sound coming from Atlanta. Ain't too many rappers were coming on the record but sounding super cool as well, setting that trend. Do you feel like you were a trendsetter in that lane? Because you were very vibrant. The mohawk was popping, different hairstyles.
I'm still like that now. I just, you know what I mean? I'm just going low cut right now because I'm in Miami and it's hot, right? So it's big vibes, you know what I mean? So I'm doing like the whole Jamie Foxx low joint just because I like to work out and sweat in the daytime and it's hot outside. But when I just came home, I had the big crazy mohawk up the hill, B. You feel me?
Okay.
So don't think, you know what I mean? I'm forever young. I'm forever vibrant. You know what I'm saying? I've been treating, self-care is the best care. Self-love is the best love. So yeah, baby, you know what I'm saying? I'm still looking for the young tenders, you know what I'm saying? Young vibrations. How still get long is all outdoors. Don't play with me, baby. I'm doing it respectfully, baby. Still, you know what I mean? Still looking like it. Still walking like it. Talking like it. The bag still the same. It might be a little bit better because, the life lessons done kicked in. But you dealing with some, fine wine, baby. Don't play with me. Let's go.
That sound like an intro to something.
Let's get it. What we
interlude.
Oh, man. No, I love it. I love it, bro.
Nah, it's all love, bro. It's all love.
So we got an album you working on now. We ain't doing no announcement, but you in the bag and you working.
Yeah, I'm in the bag and I'm working. That's it out right now on all platforms. Anywhere you type it in, you can go check it out. I went through distribution with 1 RPM. And that's the dope shit about being an independent artist. Like I can just, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not signed. Right. I ain't got management.
Right.
I do this, you know what I'm saying? I make and that's the beautiful thing of it, because sometimes those, the labels and different labels, when you get them with you, man, it kind of like clog up relationship lanes, and you know what I'm saying? Kind of block relationships that could have been, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't got to say, if you read between the lines, you know exactly what I'm saying. So it's all good. Like, I'm having fun. Shout out to Gucci O. Shout out to Nick Love. Shout out to Orlando Pace. All the guys over there at 1 RPM. Helping me drive this boat, you know what I'm saying, on this independent journey, you know what I mean? And that's it. It's hard, it's vibrant, it's colorful. I was just showing you the visual, you know what I'm saying? I'm having fun with this shit, B, and I'm in the bag. Niggas can't dress better than me already, and niggas definitely can't out-rap me, B, on a bad day. And the only thing that can fulfill me in music, and this is just an honest statement before we wrap up or do whatever we do.
Yeah.
The only fulfillment that can actually really, I done felt all the emotions in this shit. I'm kind of numb to it, you know what I'm saying? I love music, so even if I was rapping in the same jail cell I was sitting in, you know what I'm saying, or down the road on that bed, you know what I'm saying, rap, you know, I love music. So even if I was hurting or whatever through the pain, nigga, I still love music. You feel me? But if Cameron pull up and say I'm Dipset, then the rap guys for me say, son, well done, job well done.
Yes, sir.
That's the only thing that can excite me at this point.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Dipset.
For real, for real.
Shout out to the Dips. I'm tagging y'all in all my joints. Cam, you know I've been tagging you. We already got the record together. We in this thing, me, you, and Vado. You know what I'm saying? So we already planted the seeds. You know what I mean? Let's revisit it, because I'm definitely him in the flesh, B, and I'm definitely fly like you. You feel me?
Yeah. I see him. I see his show taking off. It is what it is.
Yeah.
I see him doing this.
I love you, Cam. Harlem World, Dip South, Dipset, B. Blit.
Cam was rapping with the pink.
I got a pink fur coat.
No.
Yeah, we put the pink on like Cam.
Yes,
Yeah, for sure.
No, Cam definitely.
Zaytoven produced a couple of songs on the album?
Nah, Zaytoven got the album before the album.
Oh.
I don't know how Zaytoven gonna fit in on the actual album, because the actual album is a soundtrack to my movie. That's be my debut album.
Nice.
The soundtrack to the movie Lil Leland is the debut album that I've ever dropped in the industry. This will be my first baby, but it'll be the soundtrack to the movie joint. So, you know what I mean? Me and Zay get together on that, you know what I mean? But as of right now, Zay does have the album before the album, which we doing like 9 joints, you know what I'm saying? Probably 7 to 9 joints. We already got one of the visuals shot already today. We got another joint shot already called Black Keisha. And Black Keisha was inspired by the movie Belly, you know what I'm saying? That's one of my classic all-time joints. And everybody know Black Keisha was the finest black bitch we ever seen. You feel me? Like, and excuse my language, queen. I'm just, you know what I'm saying, the finest black queen we ever seen. And she was like an idol to a young boy who watched DMX do his thing in that movie. You know what I'm saying? We all wanted the Black Keisha.
Rest in peace, DMX.
Rest in peace to the late great, you know what I'm saying? Congratulate and celebrate, you know what I'm saying? You know, D, I can go into that conversation too. Rough Riders don't even start me, you feel me? D Block, all the whole Yonkers shit, Chic Luch, Styles. I just had a chance to be with Jada in Virginia on the Legends of the Streets tour. Me, him, and Trina. It was a big experience, but when I embraced the rap God, you know what I'm saying, because I do consider Jada one of the gods of it, right? And when I approached him, I let him know, like, dog, you the God body, you know what I'm saying? I whispered in his ear, like, you the God body, you know what I'm saying? And it was on some mutual genuineness, and he reciprocated the same love back to me, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to the God, you know what I mean? And hopefully, you know what I mean, me and the kid will probably, you know, get us a joint in or something, get it popping or something.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I got a question, and it's speculating. I'm trying to figure out how to word this. When you think of a lot of the Atlanta artists on that, just the Georgia area, because I don't know the Atlanta specifics. There's this one style. I won't say a one style. There's a simplicity that was brought to the music industry and the rap genre that made things, I want to say, more minimalistic. The melodies and everything. We got the full body dripping now.
I had to do that one, baby. I'm on my model move too. I'm trying to just multitask it.
Nice.
Yeah, I wonder if there's an intentional watering down of the intelligence in the music. And I say this because when a lot of y'all speak off camera or they you are asked about a lot of y'all influences, or even seeing the expansion of the vocabulary out of the stereotypes. I'm talking about going from Soulja Boy, T.I., Gucci, Walker, so many. You say, and along with the influences, you say there's this other intelligence there to where you can see where there's a performance that's not really showcasing the other side of Atlanta that you might not necessarily get to see. So I'm wondering if it's strategic or if that's just part of the dualistic culture.
Nah, I mean, I think in anything you do, you gotta appeal to your fan base. You know what I'm saying? You gotta always remember that we in a time where, you know, it ain't just been now. I'm talking about the last 10, 15 years where attention span is short. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. A lot of black men can't even multitask. I know a lot of people right now who can't walk and chew bubble gum. So if I'm trying to get to my core audience and I know that their attention span not there, I know I have to kind of water it down just to get my point across. Because now you got people saying less is more. It ain't just started that now is less is more. It's always been less is more.
Facts.
Why you think all the big hits is the simple songs? And you be like, oh, his album was fire, but his single was chicken noodle soup.
Right.
So if everybody constantly saying that, the less is more strategies sound more like a gimmick. Because I agree, the best songs ain't the singles to me.
It's not a gimmick. Less is more. When I wear less clothes, I look more elegant. Like, I got a girl who is wifey material and wifey potential that I'm courting right now, and she looks her best when she wears earth tone clothes to show her queenness. She don't like Chanel. She don't like Birkin. She don't like BB.
I feel like she one of the few, bro.
She don't like Ralph Sims.
Yeah.
She like a nice brown suit from wherever she get it from.
If I ask you what's your favorite song,
less is more.
I bet there's more. There's
I mean,
more
I love
components.
hip hop. I'm saying it's different. It's different ways, but whatever make you happy. You know what I'm saying? As a person, whatever you feel in the studio, it's no wrong or right way. It's no this formula is better than that formula. It's like if I want to rap and showcase this side, and then when I want to say, when I'm in my interviews, I want to show a more intellectual side, then that's dope. Because it shows my fan that work is only a job, that rap is only a job. I'm more than an artist. I'm more than that. It's more to me than what you see that I do at work. When you at work, you don't do the same thing you do when you at home with your family. It's a time and place for everything.
I like how you answered that question.
It's job description, B.
Yeah.
Is rap a job?
Why isn't? You seen CB4, right? You seen CB4 when the nigga had to sign I will rap for food? Y'all niggas seen that, right?
Yeah.
Nigga, rap is a job. Niggas will watch, nigga will rap, nigga will wash a car, nigga to pay a bill. I will rap for food. You think that was just a subliminal thing?
That
no, nigga,
like
that was a
desperation.
That wasn't a straight message. Yeah. I will rap for food. It was subliminal, letting you know that what was going on already in the music industry. You had niggas who was rapping who didn't have it.
Right.
Tupac made money, but how much money? Now look what the new kids making. It's all kind of conversations we can have.
That so
I'm comfortable.
So what you talk about is a
weapon.
weapon.
Debate. I ain't come to debate. I don't debate. I just came to give you good king energy. You know what I'm saying? But we can. I got a rebuttal for everything you can say to me, my man.
I love debating.
I'm one of them ones. Like, you couldn't play with me on a bad day. I do this. I do it, bro. This real life experience is from. I come from a place where I just came from when I did 6 months solitary confinement. My last 6 months.
Yeah.
I was around 2,000 babies. It wasn't about it's all about, nigga, if you make it home, nigga. Can you make it home?
Gotcha.
Do you know how to be a man and show manners? You know how to say, hey man, you can go first? You know how to be polite? Was you paying attention when your grandma raised you and dropping them diamonds when you was being a knucklehead? And you ain't even know why this was getting instilled in you till you get to a place where you better know that or you won't come home. So I don't even, you see what I'm saying? I'm a whole different one, B. I'm not even that or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Around every 2,000, baby, I kept my shank. Because I had to keep a shanker.
Yeah.
I said that in a verse the other day. Round them 2,000 babies, you gotta keep a shanker. But you know, but you know them real 80 babies, we can't go for nada.
Yeah.
2,000 baby wasn't doing nothing to L.A. down there. I was comfortably, respectfully on every compound, population, Thunderdome. I'm G-Shine, B. Before anything, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's etiquette and it's rules and it's laws, bro. Everywhere you go, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't the one to debate and do all that.
Got you.
But you know, it is what it is. West Palm, I love y'all. Tri-County, I love y'all. I told the 305 I was gonna do an album in 2 days. I did it. I fell in love with the trenches here, the culture, just everything, the melting pot, the different ethnicity groups, just everything. And then I did another album. I'm working on that now. I already got 2 albums in the bank.
Yes, sir.
I'm dropping diamonds everywhere I go. Shout out to everybody in Buffalo, the town, the rough buff, where it's tough. You know what I mean? All the good men up there. Shout out to the Griselda family, Benny the Butcher. Shout out Conway, the real lyricist, the stand-up guy. Shout out to M. Had a chance of doing records with those guys. You know what I'm saying? They embraced me like a king. King energy. We ain't debate. We ain't play with each other.
Yeah.
We don't play. You know what I'm saying? No kind of way. You feel me? Everything we do is personal. We dead serious about all of it. We stand on business. You know what I'm saying? But we lead with respect.
Yeah.
We humble. We good people. We take care of grandmothers, kids, all that. But we don't play, B. We don't play no kind of game.
Hey, sidebar real quick, man. Since you've been down in Miami, man, what's your favorite food down there, man?
You have some Caribbean food?
My
girl took me to a Cuban joint. She like Cuban.
Okay.
So I just went over there. I ate Cuban. It was good. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what I ate. She had like black beans and some more joints, and I dug my spoon in. It was all up.
Okay.
And you have Haitian food yet down here, have you?
Never had Haitian food.
Man. That's why I asked, man.
Damn.
Right.
I wish I had enough time with you, bro. Yeah, we got it. Oh, man. I might have to make something happen for you. I want you to touch some Haitian food and give me some feedback on that.
For sure. I definitely do that for you, King.
For sure. No, for sure. I know you said you did some time and you just 150 days out now.
Yeah, I've been home 5 months.
What keeps you like, because the energy's there, positive, inspiring. I love how you address other men as kings, well mannered. Like, you always been like that, or the experience in jail too has like said, damn, when I get out, I want to do things different, or you always been like that?
No, not really. It wasn't. I was always this before that, because this is how I was raised. Yeah. I was raised by all women.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm very caring, loving, compassionate. I was nurtured by women. My Auntie Joe, I told y'all about her earlier. My Auntie Pat, my Auntie Bridget, my mother, my grandmother, you know what I'm saying? I got 3 sisters, you know what I'm saying, under me, and 1 brother. It's all women, you know what I'm saying, around me. So
got you.
That
speaks highly volumes of who I am, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got a great aura about you, man. You got some nice energy about you, man. They did a good job, man.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. On God, thank you, bro.
When you look back, is there anything you would change? Any experience when you look
nothing.
back, or
no.
Everything you went through made you who you
happy,
are today?
Bro. I'm super happy, bro. Nothing can make me mad. Bro, I'm so happy, bro. I can't explain it, bro.
I like that.
I finally understand the phrase "more life" now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I never understood it. You know what I'm saying? But you hear these kind of phrases like, "Oh, more life and more." It's like, huh? What you talking about? More life? What you get? More life after? It's like. But you know, when you hearing that and you're not in that state and you're not in that space, you can't understand it. So basically, all the times I heard it, it never applied to me, because I was still getting spanked by the streets.
Yeah.
I was still getting spanked by God. I was still getting spanked by the rap game. You know what I'm saying? I was still getting my lessons. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, came home, been home 150 days. Everything been surreal. So now I'm on the other side, and it's like, this what they mean when they say more life. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I was always the baby out the crew, just to let y'all know. You know what I'm saying? I'm still a young nigga. Like, these niggas washed out. They getting a little bit older. They cadences is not what's popping. Yeah. They dressing like uncles. We don't do that. If you not fly, you cannot stand by. You feel what I'm saying? Yes, we fly high. Shout out to Dipset. Shout out to Killer. I'm signing out. I'm going back to the studio. We love y'all. This been Exposure. This young Leland Austin in the flesh, the real one and not the other one. Do not play with him at all. I love y'all.
Yes, sir. Y'all tuned into Exposure, and we out.
It's more than just a podcast. It's exposure.